about 6 inches in front of your face. Now I can't do it for you.
What's up, everyone? It's Craig and Chad coming at you with another episode of C2 Sports. Follow us at C2 Sports with a Z on Twitter and check us out on Facebook. Anyway, this episode, I wanted to bring something up, and I have no idea what you're going to say about this. It's a pretty strong opinion that I have, and I have my reasons for it, but it's something that pisses me off beyond belief, and that is the fact that pitchers hitting in baseball is probably one of the freaking things that I can't stand the most. So, little backstory on this one. I'm a Yankees fan. Obviously, we know that. We've talked about it. Back in the day, Chien-Ming Wang was pretty freaking stellar for the Yankees. He had like 2 years in a row where he had 19 wins. That the year, I believe it was the year after he was playing. I don't remember where they were playing, but he hit. He was running the bases. He had his freaking warm-up jacket on, which that pisses me off too. Seeing pitchers in their freaking warm-up jackets, stop it. Like, if they have to wear a warm-up jacket, they shouldn't be hitting in the first place. That's one reason, just out of pure freaking looks. It looks stupid. Anyway, he got hurt. And he got hurt running the freaking bases. Why? Because he's not used to running the freaking bases. He got hurt. His career went down the toilet. After that, he made it back in the bullpen, I think, with the Royals. It was this year or last year, one of them. But the dude wasn't the same. He was dominant. He got hurt running the freaking bases, and it ruined his career. And for what? So we can see a pitcher possibly get a hit? One dude can hit. He's freaking nasty. Good for him. But other than that, why are these people hitting? I don't want to see this. It's absolute horseshit. And I know you like a National League team, so you probably like the whole strategy of the game and all this stuff. And I know some of our friends are going to give me shit for this, and I've heard it for years. But it just pisses me off beyond all recognition. And now that there's more interleague games, it's even worse because I'm just holding my breath, waiting for another Yankees pitcher. God forbid, Severino gets hurt or something this year. I'm gonna friggin' put my fist through the TV, watching them hit. I'd just rather take the strikeout or something. Intentional strikeout. How's that? How about we do that one? And now instead of throwing the baseball 4 times, we'll say don't even throw it 3 times. We'll do it the intentional strikeout. We'll go into this inning with 1 out already, so we don't have to risk getting one of these guys hurt. It's so freaking stupid. I don't want to see it. Nobody wants to see that. Wouldn't you rather see some freaking ogre like David Ortiz up to bat?
Ortiz.
You know what I mean?
Can't believe you used him.
I can't stand him, but the dude was a stud, and he was a DH, Yeah. Isn't that a little bit more entertaining than seeing some dude is going to swing like I would up at the plate, look like an asshole swinging? I mean, it's so stupid. Come on. Anyway, are you on board with me, or are you a National League diehard baseball purist?
No, and I think our boy Justin, would be a little mad at us for this.
But pissed about this one. But I'm talking directly at you.
Yeah, I don't think that I have a problem with having a DH across the board. I think more my problem, though, and I wouldn't have a problem with having the pitcher hit all the ways either. My problem is that there's 2 leagues with 2 different rules. I think that is super dumb.
Yeah.
And it's been something I've disliked for a long time because I don't like wondering, oh, wait, is that guy not going to be able to hit in games 2 and 3 when you get into the playoffs, or games 3 and 4 rather, when you get into the playoffs and you're worried, like in the World Series, you're worried about that kind of stuff, because it kind of it takes a little bit out of the game when you're like, oh, they're at an NL Park for the next 2 games in the World Series, and it's like, oh, so. But they're gonna have to put Big Papi at first.
Yeah.
That's not gonna really work out for them. But I don't know. I think that I don't have the passion that you have for it, but I'm assuming that something happened to one of your pitchers here.
Wow, I'm telling you. I'm still pissed about it. It hurts my feelings. Dude, the dude was a stud, and it ruined his career. For what?
I don't know. I think they're trying to keep the something alive from the olden days when they were 2 different leagues. I think they just need to get over it. They know what they're trying to do. I mean, look at the rules that they've made for the All-Star game. Why are they? Which is just awful in my opinion.
I'm glad they got rid of that shit. That was stupid.
Yeah, it was awful. And so I think that they kind of need to look into the same thing. They need to start looking into like what really is going to work. You know, there's no real reason for pitchers to hit at this point.
Well, and
It's
what
not
what do
entertaining.
fans
It's not
like?
good for them.
Exactly. What do fans like?
Yeah.
Chicks dig the long ball. They don't dig
Right.
the freaking scrawny guy striking out. I mean,
No.
and what does it do? I mean,
They definitely don't dig the dude standing on first base with a jacket on, like he just got a prom jacket or a letters like his varsity letters
Yeah,
jacket from his
seriously.
boyfriend to wear.
yeah, it's so ridiculous. And then they run all awkward and they look silly. It's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. Like you think these guys are awesome athletes, and then they have to flail around on the bases like idiots. Come on, dude. And I know I'm gonna get shit from it, but it's so frustrating because when the Yankees are in the National League Park, I dread seeing like Severino coming up to bat. I'm like, dude, it's obviously an out. Like, and even for the American League pitchers that have to do it, like it's so ridiculous. It's just a waste of freaking. It's a waste of a batter. It's a waste of potential. That maybe increase the roster size, go to 26 man, and have somebody else that can hit. I don't know, something. But damn it, get rid of these pitchers hitting. Because if another freaking Yankee gets hurt, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose it.
What if they went back to the old school days when they first started interleague, and interleague was taking place on like Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July weekend, and that's it. And that was so much better, I think, because if you kept the rules, I'm just saying, like, let's play devil's advocate. Let's say they kept the rules the same with the DH is in the AL and it's not in the NL. Like, if you're going to keep it that way and the World Series is still going to be affected by that, then, and you have interleague, stop peppering interleague in the entire year. Put it in those weekends where everybody was big. I think the matchups were a little bit more fun to watch back in the day. Like, I remember, like, Boston and Atlanta would play, and New York and Washington, or New York and the Mets. And, you know, those matchups to me were a lot more exciting back when they first started because they were all together in one weekend,
Right.
and they made it happen.
Well, it was
And
kind of
it was
like who was winning interleague too. It was like it was
Yeah.
like the American League versus the National League. It was kind of
Right.
cool that way. Yeah, I liked
Right.
that. That was all right. But then, I still don't like the fact that they're hitting. I just can't. I cannot stomach it. And the whole strategy of the game, like that's not a strategy to me. It's just an easy out, and there shouldn't be easy outs. Like there shouldn't be a spot where there's an easy out, and then you have to take the pitcher out, possibly early, so because you want another bat. You know, it's just so it sucks, and I understand that where the manager comes more into play, but I think we can all agree, or at least everyone who knows me, does not want my manager to be more in play in anything the Yankees do. So that's another reason I don't like it. So that's just that's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. So I'm glad we got that one out of the way.
Well, the extra point was pretty boring for a while there, and it was just there for being there.
Mm.
And then they did something to make it more entertaining, so maybe they got to do this too.
Right. Yeah.
Who knows?
The intentional strikeout. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Do the
just
intentional
throw up a three.
strikeout. Yep.
Throw up
exactly.
a 3. Don't even put a bat in your hands when you're on deck. Just throw up a 3.
Keep your cute jacket on and just go like that. We're good.
Go give your jacket back to your boyfriend and get on the mound.
There you go. All right, we'll talk to you guys later.
All right, man.